Thank you for joining us today. We have some wow for you on the Signature Mike Show.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us on our inaugural new Signature Mike Studio show today. We're so excited to have you. I have some fabulous guests with me today. I have Lynn Intrican. We call her the Broom Lady, and we'll talk about that a little later today. She is so full of fun crafts for our show. We have Suzanne Honeymichael of Hardwood Floors and More, and I have Beth Crandall from Be Healthy Weight Loss and Energy. Ladies, thank you for joining me on this first show today.
Super excited.
Yay!
Thanks for having us.
Let's get this party started. So Beth Crandall from Be Healthy, she is going to be our show's nutritionist. You are going to get us in shape. We're going to lose weight. We're going to have great energy.
Yes.
We're going to eat healthier.
You better.
Yeah. Are you excited?
I'm very excited to be here.
We're so excited.
Yeah.
You have helped me lose some weight. I have more to go, so we're all on this journey together. So tell us some of the things that you do at Be Healthy.
Sure. So I am just newly promoted to the clinic manager, and also I'm the certified nutritionist there, so I'm very excited. We've been helping people for 14 years now at Be Healthy. We have a great staff. We have nurse practitioners on staff, physicians assistants, trained medical experts to help in the weight loss industry, and then also, of course, we have the nutrition to help guide people with the medicine. And because we do a lot of the medicines, we also want to make sure you have the nutrition and the healthy lifestyle as well.
Fantastic. Now, this sounds a little serious, but you know, when I came to Be, and I guess my first consultation, I walked around and met several of your staff members, and they helped guide me in the direction that I needed to go. It was so casual. It was so relaxed. Because when you mention all of this medical stuff, you think, oh, it's scary and serious, and it is serious, but we want to look good, we want to feel good, so you just need to bite the bullet and you need to get in there and do what you need to do.
That's
you know,
right.
we're not getting any younger.
Yes, true. We gotta fix that, right?
Exactly. We absolutely do.
We also have Botox there, so.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, good to know. I might need a little of that. I comb my hair down a little bit to cover some things, but maybe if I get a little Botox, we can, you know, Botox is for everybody, and that's the thing. What you do is not just for women, it's also for men. When I go, I do see men in there as well, so it is for everybody. And I feel great. I have great energy. I have lost a little weight, so, and I need to lose more, but that's where your nutrition advice is going to help me as well.
Okay, good.
Yes. Any advice day to day what people can do to just be better fit?
I think for me, just personally, one of the things that's really helped me is finding an exercise that I'm really enjoying. A lot of times people are intimidated by the gym, and so two of my favorite exercises, it doesn't have to be like, you know, the elliptical or lifting weights, just find something you're passionate about and you enjoy. So for me, I like to go skating and I like to dance. So I've been doing increasing my movement, just trying to make sure I focus on protein and water intake and just, you know, overall health, because your health is not just about your weight, it's mental, it's, you know, emotional, physical, so all of the things. And, you know, sometimes when you're a nutritionist, you also have to work on the mindset of things.
Exactly.
And the mindset is super important when you're coming in for something like this. So we do try to make sure that you feel comfortable when you come in there. And the good thing is you get to meet me first. So, you know, I'm pretty easygoing and fun. So, yeah, we try to help y'all get started on the right path.
Awesome. Just a little cardio every day. You know, that might be the very first step we do, is walking around the neighborhood or skating or dancing. You know, you don't have to go to a gym.
That's right.
I mean, you can take baby steps, you know.
Throw some music on while you're cooking dinner and have a kitchen dance party.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what are some of the diet things that we can do, little baby steps?
Oh, sure. So right off the top of my head, I always suggest, like I always say, protein. And even as a nutritionist, I never really understood before, you know, why protein is so important. I went to school for it, but until you start applying it and using it in your daily life, you don't really understand. But protein is like super important, because you do need to be getting at least 100 grams a day. And I know that I was not getting that. So I had to increase my protein intake to help with my blood sugar levels naturally. And then also just, it helps build muscle, and also it helps you stay full. So then you're not, you're not eating the junk, like the carbs and the processed food. So
yeah, because I need that snack. I like that crunchy snack sometimes.
So you won't want as much of that if you're eating the proper amounts of protein and vegetables and things like that. So that's a good tip to start with.
Very good. You know, when all the Atkins and all those diet things came out, you know, they talked about carbs and protein. I didn't know what any of that was.
That's right.
So tell us about what some of these proteins are. Some of the easy ones.
Some healthy proteins.
Yes.
So I'll be honest, we do sell proteins. We have protein bars. We have some great options in our Be Healthy clinics. We have a great, super popular new flavor called the lemon meringue that sells out really quickly.
Wow.
It's amazing. It has 15 grams of protein. It's very low carb, so it fits into your macros. But so the main thing is like the protein, like protein shakes, protein bars are easy, quick things, but also lean proteins like salmon, chicken, turkey, hard-boiled eggs if you can still afford them.
Okay.
Haha.
Great.
And then, you know, just like I do like Quest protein chips.
Love Quest.
Those are my faves.
I keep those.
And,
I love to come in to Be Healthy, and you're on Washington Road
That's
there, and it's
right.
easy to get in and out. And I like to get some of those snacks, you know. And some of them you can make in a microwave, and like the little chocolate
Your fudge
thing.
cake that you
yes,
love.
and the banana. Oh my gosh, I love all of that.
Yeah.
That
We have
is
some
fantastic.
great options for people.
Well, I know you are going to be on the show quite a bit with us as our nutritionist, and we're going to help everybody. Again, baby steps. We're not going to force everything on everybody, but it's attainable, and it's something that people can take control of, because I know sometimes we just get sloppy and we get busy in our day-to-day, and we just don't concentrate and think about these things.
That's right. You
Yeah.
gotta focus on you sometimes. That's important.
Exactly. I mean, if you feel good and you look good, I mean, we're going to live longer.
That's right.
And, you know, we're a lifestyle show. We talk about our homes, we talk about our bodies, and we want everybody to be comfortable in our homes, and we want to be comfortable when we have people in our homes.
That's right.
So,
Yay.
well, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
And, guys, we will be right back.
Discover the Bordeaux Event Center, where elegance meets charm and forever memories are made. Whether you're saying I do, hosting a banquet, or celebrating life's big moments, the Bordeaux Event Center is more than a venue. It's an experience. Nestled in the picturesque woods of Thompson, Georgia, the Bordeaux Event Center features bridal and groom suites, a caterer's kitchen, and a state-of-the-art audiovisual system. Schedule your tour today at the Bordeaux Event Center, where moments become memories.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
At F&M Bank, you're more than a customer, you're family. We believe banking should feel like home, familiar faces, real conversations, and service that's rooted in values and built on relationships. We take the time to know your name, your story, and your dreams. With roots in Washington and Augusta, we're proud to grow with our neighbors. F&M Bank, growing strong, one neighbor at a time.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
Whether you are remodeling or you're building, your flooring is so important, probably one of the most important things in your home. And today I have my fabulous friend Suzanne Honey-Michael with Hardwood Floors and More with me. Thank you for being here.
So excited to be here.
Yes, on our
Lots of good
first
things.
show. We've had a lot of fun through the years.
We have.
Yes, and we love to work together. I love having your company work with me on working, especially with hardwood floors with clients. And you have such a great selection of things that we're going to share with everybody today.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yes, tell us what we have. It all, as you're looking at these, they kind of all look the same.
Very similar looking.
Yeah.
So we'll start with good old traditional hardwood. Such a classic. So this is a solid. You finish it on site. The great thing is now, even if you're on a slab, you can do an engineered hardwood that you can finish to the same exact color.
Wow.
So it's awesome if you have a basement or if your lower level is it's concrete, or it's
Yes.
wonderful for that.
Because wood can warp if it gets moisture or wet, solid wood, because it's
Yes,
solid. And this
exactly.
is engineered where it has different plies and layers.
And yes.
And they go the grain goes different ways to help make it more stable, especially if any moisture. or
Definitely,
anything.
definitely.
Okay.
And so you can get the same look on each floor, because a lot of people like that cohesiveness.
That's true. Yes, especially you're coming downstairs from one and you want the lower level to look absolutely
Correct.
going down on the concrete. So it is very seamless.
So a great, great product. We're all super familiar with the LVPs, the waterproof floors that have been popular for a few years. We're seeing a little bit of a movement away from that, but they're still great. They're very durable.
Right. Tell everybody what LVP stands
So
for.
it's a luxury vinyl plank, essentially.
So
It's a manufactured product.
right. And it's vinyl.
It's vinyl.
So it can take a beating. It's really great. When they came out with these types of floors years ago, I think there was something called Pergo. I don't know if that's still around.
So Pergo was a laminate, which I
Okay.
did bring that
Oh,
as
okay,
well.
okay.
A laminate kind of used to have a yucky name. You could the clickiness, and you know what I mean.
Yes,
it
yes.
got kind of there for a minute. People weren't crazy about it. The technology has come so far that actually a laminate now is more durable than a LVP.
Okay, I gotcha. You know what? I really thought this was real hardwood.
Yeah, it's
I'm looking at it, and you're
sometimes you
telling
have to
me, and I'm
touch
thinking,
it.
you have the wrong product. But this is amazing. It is, this is some kind of a core under
It is
here.
a core in there.
Yes.
So, and you can put that on, below grade, above grade in terms of basements as well, which is important. So, and
Right.
yeah, if I didn't say the right, you'd have to fire me.
I know. You're the
out.
expert
You're-
with this. I had a unique installation with something like this years ago. I had a client whose son had leg braces and had some, I guess, I don't know what you call it, had some apparatus that he needed to get around, and it was scratching their hardwood.
Yeah.
All of that metal that he had to wear.
Right.
So this was a really great product for that family.
We're actually fixing to do a veterans home in a couple of weeks, and we're going to do LVP, but a glue down. So with the wheelchair, because you can't do a wheelchair on a floating floor.
Okay.
But we are donating that product. They're building a home out in Evans for a veteran, and so in the mornings he has to be in a wheelchair, and then he puts on his prosthetics later in the day.
Yeah.
But it's the perfect product for anyone, but definitely if you've got somebody that has some extra needs.
Right. Well, we have to think about that. We have to think who's living in the home on a daily basis.
Exactly.
Who we are entertaining. So you want to think about all of that and talk to a professional and get the
Yes.
right product so that down the road things are going to, because a hardwood floor is just not going to wear really well if you have a lot of activity, wheelchairs or prosthetics, like you
Right.
said, that kind of thing.
Right.
But it will scratch.
It will.
It will scratch.
But the finishes have come a long way. We now do water-based finish, a little bit more of a commercial finish.
Okay.
And so the durability is way better than it was 5 or 10 years ago.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
new innovations are coming around all of the time.
All the time.
Wow. Well, I just love all of the flooring that you do. Tell us some other things that we can find at Hardwood Floors and More.
So there is a lot more.
I know. So much more for you.
So much more
I
for
love
you.
your commercials.
Thank you. But obviously we have our lighting gallery. We're one of the largest locally lighting galleries in town.
Yeah.
And then we do wallpaper, which is probably one of the most popular things right now.
Yeah.
And then a few little just home decor items, but the biggest thing is definitely the flooring and the lighting.
Right, because you have an interior designer on staff,
We
and
do.
Caitlin can help people navigate with furniture and accessories, and not just building materials,
Right,
and all of
right.
that in lighting.
She truly is phenomenal. So
Yeah, I've
very
seen her
lucky,
work.
very
Really
lucky to have her.
great, Yes. I wish she would come on camera,
I'm trying.
but I know she's a little shy.
Listen, well, she's a lot younger than me. I keep on trying to get her on. I'm like, you need to go do that, not me.
I love it. What type of stain colors do you see people using these days?
So
Back to the floors.
yeah, a lot of it is dark tones will always be classic, but a lot of people have been doing that light European oak. It's kind of super trendy right now.
Yeah, it's a little more modern.
A little bit
for
more
people.
modern. It is.
I have ebony stain in my main part of the house. It just shows a lot of stuff. The darker you go. I tend to like these more medium tones or the lighter tones.
Right. No, the darker definitely does show more, but we're empty nesting now, so I don't have as much stuff.
Right.
When all the kids were home, I probably needed lighter floors, but
you probably had one of those old Roombas running around doing all of that.
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah,
How did I know? That is so funny. But I think this stain color is really nice and
it's
neutral.
Beautiful.
Because you have to think about your furniture tones and all of that that's working with your decor.
And these tones go with any paint color, any fabrics. I know both of us like to use fabrics to really enhance the space. So.
Yeah, we have to build it, and so we have to consider what's the best color tone for everything.
Absolutely.
And for our skin tones, I mean, we want to look good on our floors. I don't know if we're ever sitting on our floors or anything, but I love it. Well, you have so much to offer us coming up. We're so excited to have you on this new journey with us.
So it's so incredible.
Yeah,
so we look forward to every week.
This is awesome. I don't know what you're going to do next, and we'll talk about more hardwood floors soon. Thank you for being here. We'll be right back.
Hi, Suzanne Lilly Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors and More. We truly appreciate the opportunities we've had to work in so many homes over the years. And now we want to invite you to our showroom to discover why we are the company that friends recommend. Our quality products, knowledgeable staff, and the tremendous skill set of our technicians is what has made Hardwood Floors and More the most trusted locally owned business for over 30 years. Hardwood Floors and More, so much more in store for you.
What if the perfect pair of shoes could transform more than just your outfit? At Signature Soles and Apparel, it's not just about fashion. It's about finding the pieces that make you feel confident, unique, and ready to take on the world. From stunning shoes to statement outfits and accessories, every item is carefully chosen to help you express your personality. Let our friendly team help you discover your next favorite look. Signature Soles and Apparel, where every step you take feels beautifully you.
Welcome to Second City Distillery. We are handcrafted one bottle at a time in the heart of Augusta, Georgia. Come visit us and discover the art of distillation like never before. Our spirits are curated, ensuring every bottle tells a story of passion and dedication. From our smooth, award-winning bourbon to our crisp and refreshing vodka, we offer a diverse range of flavors that capture the essence of our passion. Join us for a tasting or a tour and experience the spirit of Augusta with Second City Distillery. Cheers.
There's something special about mornings at Emma's Cafe, where days begin with a smile, fresh brewed coffee, and breakfast that makes you feel right at home. Try our famous Bulldog breakfast, classic biscuits and gravy, or treat yourself to an unforgettable French toast. Come see us Monday through Saturday from 7 to 1 on Main Street in beautiful Thompson, Georgia. Emma's Cafe, where breakfast is more than a meal, it's a moment.
I have a great design dilemma tonight that I want to share with you, a really fun project. I had a client that had this staircase here, and she wanted me to find a piece of art to go up at the top of the staircase there. And I thought about a piece of framed art, but I thought, why stay within a box or within a frame? So I considered wallpaper, and then I thought about this wallpaper mural that worked out really, really great. The only issue was it was 9 feet tall and 9 feet wide, so it wasn't quite large enough to fit on the space. So I painted the background of the flowers, which was black, around the wallpaper mural. Then I pasted the mural up, and there you have it. And it makes such a big statement in this house. So I love wallpaper. Suzanne and I just talked about wallpaper and how popular it's becoming in wallpaper murals. So I wanted to show you what you could do with leftover wallpaper. And I have my fabulous friend, Lynn Intrican, with me today. Lynn is so crafty. We call her the broom lady because she did a segment on the show where she makes brooms. You're going to see a lot of Lynn. We're going to do a lot of craft segments together. But today it's about wallpaper. So Lynn and I are putting our heads together to share with you some ideas of what you can do with wallpaper. And I have a few wallpaper books, these brand new ones, Dolce & Gabbana. I love to wear Dolce & Gabbana, so I love some of their patterns, some of their colors. But you know, some of these are so bold and so gorgeous that
and big.
Yes, some are very big. And if you have a little left over, you don't want to just toss it away. So, I know, just really great stuff.
Can I take that home?
No. because you will cut it apart.
You're right.
And it's a brand new book, and I need to sell some wallpaper. But anyway, we're going to come up with some ideas. I've showed you before how you can take wallpaper, such as these. These are really fantastic, a little formal. You can wrap books like this. Maybe you have some books around the house. Maybe you have some old school books, some college books or something like that. And we want coffee table books, so you can put them. I've wrapped these with just some craft paper, but we have these on the coffee table. You can add a little green on there. You can just layer this stuff up, make it look a little interesting, a little picture of my mom and dad. But maybe a little vase. If you're putting these books on a bookshelf, you want to layer things. That looks super nice, something like that. Photo albums. We want to put photo albums out for people to see. You want to see some photos of me?
I do.
From a long time ago. But anyway, this is not very attractive on your bookcase. So you can wrap it with wallpaper, and it's going to coordinate with your decor, if the wallpaper's in the room, possibly. So, Lynn, let's tell the people what you've come up with, some ideas.
Well, my goal is to make something with nothing.
Okay.
So little bits and pieces and parts of. And I was thinking about this ahead of time and realizing that there's a lot of wallpaper that's a great big print like this. You've got to have the paper to know what's going to work well with it. Because, and the fact that wallpaper is much more sturdy, much stiffer than craft paper.
Yes, exactly.
So, origami is a favorite of mine, but you can't do origami with intricate folds.
You can't fold, yeah. And again, some of these are so large.
Look at that.
So you have to consider the scale of what you are using it on.
Right.
Yeah.
But even with a large scale, you could do something like take an old tray, and what, Mod Podge underneath
Podge it in,
is the
yes,
best thing. And maybe just do the inner flat part of the tray and do the outside with a gold leaf or whatever color of leaf. And then you've got something that's small that doesn't overpower the room, but coordinates with the room.
Right, exactly. You could seal on top of that as well. And again, it coordinates with the room.
Right.
I want to share something. This is just a canvas that you could paint on. You could wrap a wallpaper on the canvas and make your own art.
Right.
You could take this and staple it around the canvas, and then you have a piece of art for the wall. Again, coordinating with what you have in the home.
And in the same vein, you could take a frame, any kind of a little frame. This is now craft paper, but it could be a piece of wallpaper, and use that for the mat in your frame. Just put it under the frame, and then you've got a place to put a picture or whatever, and then it pulls in the exact colors that you want, but not, again, overwhelming.
Exactly. Let's say if you put wallpaper in the back of a bookcase, which I like to do sometimes on the back wall, and then you coordinate that wallpaper inside your frame, then you're coordinating yet again that wallpaper.
Right.
So, and then you're just using some scraps from it, and you're not, throwing away a roll of wallpaper.
Additionally, you could cover a Kleenex box.
I love that idea.
I do too.
I really, really like that idea.
And then you can have them in 10 different places in your room.
These never coordinate well in our bathrooms.
No, they don't.
They're usually a little gaudy like this. I mean, this blue's kind of nice. That might coordinate in some people's bathrooms. But generally, they have a flower or they have something, a pattern suggestive fabric or pattern on there that just doesn't work. So that would be great. And again, it would coordinate in the bath.
And it's flat. So you can crease, but you just can't make odd folds.
Yeah, like you said with the origami, it would be hard to do.
In the same way, you can take a Crisco can, an oatmeal
You just think of everything.
I can't stop. And you can make a canister. Look at if you take some grits or oatmeal with those cardboard cases and tape it around, put a cover on it, put a bow on it, happy Christmas, happy birthday, happy whatever.
That is a great gift. You're absolutely right.
Now, I did bring this. You want to see this? This is what you can take. This is only flat folds and cuts.
Get out of here, and you've cut
and
that.
And you can make different sizes of these, and you might have a piece of this one needs to be square, but.
I'm just watching your fingers go to town here, and you're just putting it together like it's an easy little puzzle.
Not always, but when I do, it works well.
Oh,
you could make a cover for this. I would cover boxes.
Sure.
See, and you could put a cover on that inside and out.
How fantastic is that?
But you could cover a box and put it in a closet so that it's not in the room, but when you open the closet to hang your coat, oh how clever of you to have a little coordinated
I love
box.
it. Let's talk about this diorama real quick before we have to go. Look how you just added a wallpaper in the back of that diorama. Just really, really awesome.
Which is nothing more than a basket turned on its side.
And look what I did. Earthquake. Earthquake. There was an earthquake.
That's okay, we can fix it.
Anyway, Lynn, you're always full of great ideas, and I know we're going to have so much more fun on the show. I know we're going to just have...
Right. I'll just keep them coming, and you just keep talking.
Oh, that's all I had to do is call Lynn and say, okay, what are we going to talk about today? I love it. Lynn Indrakan, thank you for being here, and thank you for being a part of our first show today.
You are so welcome.
I love it.
I love it.
We'll be right back.
Ever wonder what truly makes a house a home? It's all the thoughtful touches, all the little details that bring personality and character to any space. At Signature Interiors and Gifts, we believe that your home should be as unique as you are. Our collection is a treasure trove of inspiration, just waiting for you to explore. Our team would be honored to help you create a home that's not just lived in, but truly loved. Signature Interiors and Gifts, where every corner of your home tells your story.
At Reliable Equipment Rental, we rent the good stuff. From compact lawn and garden equipment, large earth-moving equipment, to Takeuchi compact equipment known for its brute strength and bulletproof durability. Whether you're a professional contractor or a weekend do-it-yourselfer, we have the equipment to get your job done. And in the CSRA, you can only get the good stuff at Reliable Equipment Rental, your trusted Takeuchi dealer. Sales, parts, and service, 4001 Washington Road.
At F&M Bank, you're more than a customer. You're family. We believe banking should feel like home. Familiar faces, real conversations, and service that's rooted in values and built on relationships. We take the time to know your name, your story, and your dreams. With roots in Washington and Augusta, we're proud to grow with our neighbors. F&M Bank, growing strong, one neighbor at a time.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Henny Michael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years we've been talking about our flooring and lighting gallery, but did you know we are also your one-stop shop for wallpaper? Today more than ever, wallpaper is the most popular home design element by combining both color and texture. So Hardwood Floors & More has you covered from floor to ceiling. And don't forget, we offer interest-free financing throughout our showroom and a military discount. Discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
Thank you for joining us on our brand new Signature Mike Show. Ladies, thank you for joining me. This was awfully fun. Make sure to catch us here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 3 o'clock. You can catch me on my YouTube channel, Signature Mike. We're on social media, Instagram, Facebook. You can find me everywhere, right? So anything you all want to say today? You want to interject?
It was just a great show. So much fun. We can't wait to see the future.
Thank you. Well, we will see you back tomorrow on the Signature Mike Show at 3 o'clock right here on WRDW.